But thank you guys for being on, guys. It's Sunday night. We'll go through a little training. Not so much product training tonight, but we're going to go over a little thing. I think you guys remember that young man named Shaquille Cooper. Y'all remember Shaquille Cooper? He's been on here a few times. He talked about this book right here. Talked about this book right here. He talked about that book being his business Bible. You guys remember that? Talking about this being his business Bible. Has everybody got this book? Highly recommend. Sam Foster, you need to get this book, but highly recommend it. Written by Brian Carruthers. My wife and I we don't follow him, but we do watch a lot of his trainings, and he has got some amazing stuff. Highly recommend it. What I like best about him, he's not pushing. He does something different than us. In fact, where's the other? How I Made My First 10 Million. Mr. Thomas had the book the other day. Yeah, so he wrote that book there. Really cool is you can buy those at $1 a piece, but you have to buy 100. So if you know somebody, 4 people, 2 people, whatever, go in, get halves, quarters, whatever you want to do, and you get them for $1 a piece. And then you can hand them out with your name and info on it. Okay. So it's really, really big tool, I'm telling you. So with that being said, we got some training stuff from Mr. Carruthers here. So I'm not going to see any of y'all's faces. So, but I am going to read some stuff to you. So this is Brian Carruthers' top recruiting secrets. Now guys, I'm going to be honest. Before we get started here, is we all know the training. Everybody's been on here for at least 6 months. Okay, I don't see anybody newer than that. Hey, Mr. Culver, there's the prophet. How you doing, sir? So my point is everybody's seen this training. Everybody knows this training. So our issue is putting it to work. Does that make sense? 2 things make us money here. Being on this call don't make you money. Learning off this call can, because it's through customers and business partners, correct? That's it. That's the only thing that makes you money. The more business partners and customers you get, the more money you make. So you guys can take notes if you want. If you don't, hey, that's on you. I'm just going to provide you some stuff to get you moving in the right direction. Like I say, you can take this and for the rest of your life, put it on note paper, put it away when you're done, not taking whatever. But guys, this is going to help you guys. And once you hear some of it, you're going to want to take notes or take pictures, whatever you guys prefer to do. All right. So with that being said here, Brian Carruthers' top recruiting secret. So secret number 1, what are you recruiting people into? What is it? What are you recruiting people into? For me, and from what our experience is, because our experience hopefully is the same as others on here, but this is our experience. Our experience is we're recruiting people into one of the best business models as far as ACN is the best business model on the market. Now, when you're recruiting somebody, are you recruiting them into the hope that they can see a change for their future? How about solutions? We're problem solvers, yes or no? Who was that guy who wrote Beach Money? He's a problem solver. Oh, geez, I'm horrible with names tonight. But he talked about being a problem solver. So
Mr. Adler.
James Adler. Jordan Adler. Okay, thank you, Sam. So Jordan Adler talked about that. What are you recruiting? What are we recruiting into? Okay. Oh, here I lost everything. Oh, I really lost everything on that one. Huh? So what are we recruiting into? Let me get this all reset up here, guys. Sorry about that for a little break here. Okay, so a hope, right? Because if you're listening with 2 ears, 1 mouth, 2 ears, 1 mouth, if you're listening to what they're saying, they're telling you, I hate my job. The people at work make fun of me. I don't make enough money. They're telling you. So what are you recruiting people into? Okay. Stop recruiting or selling. Start solving people's problems. Ask, listen. You must learn how to paint for them a new vision. Miss Akiko, can you imagine when you start making that type of money, what your life's going to be like? Corey, can you imagine what it's going to be like when all those bills you talked about are paid off, or your schooling's paid off, or when you got enough money you can retire early? Can you imagine that? See, you're painting a vision for people. Okay. Important. Secret number 2, sorting versus convincing. See, a lot of y'all says, yeah, you can get into this. If you get into this, it's going to be good. But what about it? What if we talk to them like, you know what? I need to sit down with you, Miss Allen. I need to see if we can even work together that allows me to see a vision to even let you in. What if you told somebody that you were going to let them into your company? Not get in, let them in. Okay. Conquer that fear. And the only way you can conquer that fear is to do it more times, do it over and over. Rose hates conversation with people she doesn't know. Here, hold on, readjust some fan here. So not that she hated it, she's an introvert. Okay, so that was out of her comfort zone. That wasn't even in the same universe. But you know what? The only way she could conquer that fear is she does a little bit. And I can see today now it's actually gotten into a conversation. And I sit back and I watch it. So I was like, oh my gosh, this woman wouldn't even talk to people when we first met. So conquer your fear. Now, here's what's crazy is sorting also takes the pressure off of you and off of them because you're just sorting. Hey, this may or may not be for you. But sorting takes out all that pressure off. So it's huge. Start thinking, have that mindset where I'm just going to sort. You don't get in, you don't get in. There's what 7.5 billion other people on earth? Just saying. Secret number 3, the right words. So having the right words. Here's a secret. So here's some good stuff right here. So if the money was right, and if it wouldn't interfere with your time schedule at all, would you be open to look at a huge opportunity? If the money was right, and if it would not interfere with your time schedule at all, would you be open to look at a huge opportunity? How about this one? I don't waste time on anything unless it's significant. Someone I respect just told me about a business. You've got to see this. Are you by your computer? Number 1, didn't say a word about what we do. Number 2, I still haven't said a word about what our company is, the name of it, or anything. I'm just asking if you're open to see the opportunity. Now, someone who's got a ton of questions at this point in time, might not be right for them. Okay. Here's another one. I'm excited about starting a business on the side because I need to. Okay. Because I respect your knowledge. Would you look at it and give me your opinion on it, please? Ms. Walker, you've been in business since I've known you. I'm excited about starting a business on the side because I need to. Look, I respect your knowledge, everything you've done, what you've grown here. Would you take a look at it and give me your opinion on it? No pressure. No pressure. Okay. But the right words, huge. Okay. Now, secret number 4. No simply means you've sorted them out. That's okay. But be sure to ask for referrals. So let me ask you this. So say I just showed, I got to move this over so I can find someone new. So I'm not picking on people. All right. I'm going to pick on Freddie. Freddie, I said, hey, you like being in business? We go in places doing things, whatever, right? And you tell me, no, I'm good with where I'm at.
I'm good at where I'm at, Chief.
See, there it is. Hey, I appreciate it. But not as much as you think. I appreciate it because by you saying no, I just made $5.
Yeah.
Yep. So thank you. Anyway, so what else is going on? See, it's like, boom, it's done. He already said no. We'll talk a little bit more, but what's going on in his head?
Why he didn't want me?
How did he,
Why he didn't try to press me?
I said no. How did he just make $5 off me?
Exactly.
Right.
See? So I can start. Well, you what? Oh, you know what? Here, let me show you. Let me show you. You got a minute? Let me show you real quick how I made $5 off you. I'm gonna sit him down and I got my phone and I'm gonna show him the business. We got everything on our phone now. That's how I made $5. You said no. We'll just say I get $50 when someone gets started in business and they get customers. You said no, so that I made $5. So you do the numbers, 10 people. So I'm just giving you guys an example. Now what's crazy is, what if you was an RD? So for every 10 people you talk to, we'll just say every 10 people you talk to, you got one person. I get you qualified as RD, that's $200. So how much is that per person? 20 bucks? Miss Walker, hey, that's okay. It's not for you. That's cool. That's cool. I appreciate it. Hey, because you said no, I just made 20 bucks. How did he make 20 bucks? How did he just make 20 bucks off me saying no? Get him thinking. Get him thinking. Okay. So as you continue to talk for him, if that didn't give him a little, wait a minute, how'd you make 20? And you're gonna find that people that won't even phase people. Yeah, whatever. Ask for referrals. Now here's what's important. You guys ever heard of voice inflection? Has anybody ever I gotta move this. I gotta see. Has anybody here ever sat through church and they had a monotone preacher? Just mind me, the preacher's he didn't raise his voice, no excitement, it's monotone. We are here gathered here today. We want to thank you guys. When you're younger, dad's got the knuckles and rapping you on the head because you're falling asleep, you're struggling. Wife does it to me now. But anyway, that's not important. And that's monotone. So voice inflection is absolutely gigantic. You guys ever find something that was super exciting to you? Something happened to you, and you were telling somebody? How did you tell them the story? Like you was right there, like it was happening all over again. You were excited. You get them excited. See, that's how we're supposed to talk to people. Because if you see this as this is what's changing my life, you'll talk like it. But you have to think about it. I always see these guys, and it really, really hit me one time. I was watching I actually got into it, and I wasn't supposed to be, but they had it was a leadership with RVP and above, and Autumn Provenzano, which her name's different now, her last name, but Mr. Provenzano's daughter. So she was filming him before it all started. See, he didn't just get up there. He doesn't just all of a sudden turns on a switch. He gets excited and that voice inflection comes. He's up there. He's throwing punches. He's getting ready for an MMA fight with one of the other co-founders. I'm like, what is he doing? And then it hit me. He's getting ready. So guys, when we go out, it's like when Mr. Sam Foster, before he gets out of his car and goes into the mall, he's not just do. Oh, look at the squirrel. Oh, it's hot. Yeah. No, he's already in his mind. So when he walks through that door or that first person walks by him, he's on it. He's mentally prepared. He's hitting it. Because if you don't, you were that preacher that's flatlined at service. Everybody's falling asleep on you. So get excited. So voice, I want to say is voice and fluctuation is huge. Because here's what I'm talking about asking. So they say no, and that's it. Great. So that's great. Hey, no problem. You have no interest right now. That's cool. I'm good with that. Who do you know who would be interested in making more money right now? You see the voice inflection? Who's a couple people that you know that would be interested in making money right now? Voice inflection. Secret number 4. Okay, huge. You guys start putting these together because, guys, in all honesty, you start mastering a couple of these. You master recruiting. This business is going to make you a fortune, but you got to master that. You got to take that. If you ain't taking time to practice this stuff, you're gonna be sitting right there putting people to sleep in service, church service. Secret number 5, maintain an attractive attitude through the nose. So this is what I was talking about earlier. If you go through 9 no's out of 10 prospects to get that one. So you have to know how many people you got to talk to get one person. That's just the average of numbers. You can't get around. Jim Rohn talks about this, the average of numbers. You talk to 20, you get 2. You start getting better, you talk to 10, you get 2. So just do the numbers. Anybody knew? 10 people, 1 person. Now, anybody had those IBOs that put 4 people, 5 people, or just 6 people in front of you and didn't get anything and quit? Yeah, this ain't working. Dude, I said 1 out of 10. You gave me 6. Can you do the numbers on that? 1 out of 10, you gave me 6. You're short. So know that. That's why I talked about that as that knows. And people, I'm telling you, people, when you tell someone, they tell you no. Hey, you interested, Miss Potato, you interested in making extra money part-time around your schedule? And she says no. It's like, hey, thank you. That's cool. I just made $5. People are going to say, well, how the freaking heck are you making money off what I just said? We're just trying to open doors. Okay. And like I say, that's why you guys want to get to RD. You're making $20 for every no. See, so now with that mindset, it doesn't matter if people say no, because you know one's coming. You know one's coming, and you're making, as an RD, you're making $200 off that. ETL, you're making 50. Okay. So secret number 5. So now secret number 6, working the phone. You guys ever heard of GAP method? Use the GAP method. Grab a pen. That's what that means. GAP. Grab a pen method. Say less to more people. Sam goes to the mall. Sam's idea is to talk to everybody at the mall. You couldn't do that in a week. It was like the mall's here. You couldn't do that in a week. So say less to more people. Do you understand? Say less to more people. And then use the if I will you. If I will you. Ms. Walker, if I sent you a short video, would you watch it? Ms. Cooper, if I sent you a video about a minute, a little over a minute long, would you watch it? Hey, I'm going to send you a video. No, throw that out. If I, would you? Those little booklets I just said, Brian Carruthers and Mr. Thomas had. I know I got one up here somewhere. If I gave you this quick read, this little book, would you read it? The guy says, no, no worries. Save me $1. If I, would you? It's important. So you're going to send these guys stuff or, get them. Mr. Freddie, if I could get you on a call tonight or sometime this week to show the business, would you get on the call? Simple. Get a response. Okay. Now, here's for a friend. I have something important I need to show you. It will only take about 15 minutes. You may or may not be interested. See, right there, you may or may not be interested. We've taken that pressure off. Okay. Do you have a pen handy? Grab a pen. Grab a pen. So I can give you a website address. Okay. Now, if I give you this website address, will you watch the short video and then call me back? If I will you. That's the secret 6. All right. Secret 7. Report method. Ask and listen. 2 ears, 1 mouth. How many times did Mr. Thomas tell us that? That's almost on a weekly basis. Okay. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Find a problem to match a solution to. So does everybody understand that? You find what their problem, what their issue is. It could be they hate their job. They need more money. They could be fired or let go. It could be anything. So find a problem, match the solution. We are problem solvers. What do you like most about your job? See, now we're asking people what, that's why the 2 ears. What do you like most about your job? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, wow. Right. That's cool. I like that too. All right. All right. Now, after everything they like about it. So what do you like least about your job? Now we can start shoring them up. You know, what I like most is ABC. What I like least is I don't make enough money. I'm working 60 plus hour. I have no time with my family. Now, as a problem solver, if I can show you a business where you can and say, here's their most likes. They like they like people at their job. Okay. They enjoy being a manager. They like people. So, and their least likes. I enjoy my job. I like people. I don't make enough money. I work too many hours. Okay, you got that? So, if I can show you a business where you can be around people, right? Lead others and make more money and have more time around your family, will you take a look at a quick overview of such a project? See, we hit their likes and their dislikes, but you guys got to ask for the likes first. That's important. That's psychological. That's important. All right. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay. I tell you, Brian Crowder's got some smooth stuff, guys. Okay. So secret number 8, storyteller. You know, here's interesting, and I'm not going to be political about it, but gentleman a few years ago was governor of California, then became president of the United States, and Ronald Reagan. And they always talked about Reagan. Reagan wasn't a good politician, but he was a good storyteller. And I remember that man being up on stage and telling stories. He'd have me all sucked in on these stories. And some of it was about the movies and his life and everything, but it was still his stories. See, here's where you can mirror and match. Okay. Now, secret 7, we're lining everything up here. We listen to what their pros and their cons were of their job. Now I can mirror and match. So say a guy sells real estate, wants to be a broker. You remind me of a gentleman that I work with, Mr. Al Thomas, who's in business with us, that used to be a broker here in the Second Tomatoes area. More recently, and if they're young, you remind me of a young man. And I'm like, I don't know what my issue is with names tonight. Young guy, babe, what's that guy's name? I apologize, guys, but he just he's been on Mr. Thomas's call before. Aaron Roop or Adam Roop. So Adam Roop, he's a young guy. See what I'm saying? We're mirroring and matching. Miss Pineda, you remind me of a young man in our business that used to sell real estate, ended up just selling all of these. Him and his dad, broker, the whole nine yards. They had 5 different companies, sold them all. You remind me of him. I know y'all do this with me. You remind me of a guy who fights fire in California, Mr. King. Do it all the time. I hear it all the time for guys who are firemen. So mirror and match people. Put them in new shoes. Paint a vision of their life. Storytelling. Mr. Corey, can you imagine when you're making the money that you said you wanted to make? Can you imagine what that would be like? What would that do for your household? People are starting to get into the concept of your story you're telling. That's huge. Paint that vision of their new life. Okay. Secret number 9. Anybody ever heard of the feel, felt, found? Feel, felt, found. And this is how you win friends and influence people. Here, feel, felt, found. You can validate with positive feedback. You know, like, this seems like a pyramid. Hey, honestly, Miss Allen, I know how you feel. I felt the exact same way, but here's what I found. And tell them. This is almost like a pyramid scheme. You know, honestly, Miss Baker, I know exactly what you mean. I felt the same way. But here's what I found. So I'm not mad, react. What do you mean pyramid? No, I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but here's what I found. I found that in organizations like ours, when anybody gets started and there's a service or a product in exchange before anyone's paid out, it's actually legal in the United States to have a business like that. I didn't know that, but yeah, it's actually legitimate. So you're educating people. Don't get defensive. Don't like, I mean, like I say, until you know, but before you know, that's not like you're ready to fight. What do you mean, pyramid? I will beat you down. Okay. And dismantle see, actually, that positive feedback will dismantle negative feedback. Right. So this is, you're taking the air out of their tires. You're taking the wind out of their sail. They had their argument because you just told them legitimately law. So it's huge. All right. Secret 10, texting blitz. Now you're seeking engagement. That's it. Engagement is you didn't text them today and did you finally hear back from them on Wednesday? That's not engagement. Engagement when they text back, hey, Miss Ellen, how you been? I haven't talked to you in a while. How is everything? How's the family? How's the kids? How's the other half? Okay, you're seeking engagement. Okay. And if they answer you right back, then you know they're open for a phone call because they got their phone. Okay. You can do a regular call with them. Even now, we all got FaceTime, except my mother-in-law. She has an Android. So when you're talking to them, you ask them, I need to show you something important. You got a few minutes? Need to show you something important. You got a few minutes? And then they say, yeah, what's up? If I send you a video, would you watch it? If I would you? Or here's a good one. Here's the one I like. Coffee. What's that mean? It means we're going someplace for coffee. All right. Another thing here is invite them to a meeting. And here it is. If I could get you on a video conference where they're talking about business, would you get on? What are your plans Thursday night? What times are 6 p.m.? If I would you, there it is. Go have coffee, invite them to a meeting. You got a whole list of things to do, guys. Seeing this and knowing this now is going to open up your thought patterns so these things come to mind when you're actually talking. Secret 11, the art of promoting. Now, please, this is huge. The art of promoting. How many times I talk about promoting? Tony Kupes talks about promoting. Mr. Thomas talks about promoting. You actually see us always promoting. Like tonight, I'm going to promote for Miss Natasha Ismail. Call tomorrow morning at 9. Okay, so always be promoting an event. And our idea is to get people from event to event, show them the business, and then get them on a Tuesday or Thursday night. That's huge. Art of promoting. We got now we're going to be promoting for the event in September. They just had a huge event down in, I guess they could call it like a regional down in the LA region, Orange County or something like that with Efren Tejada and a few guys. And Tony Kupes was there. And they're going to be doing more of that this year. So they're promoting for an event. Promote for a call. The 9 a.m. calls for your team. You got someone who's seen the business, and you get someone like Oren Solomon on, his wife. I mean, that's huge. Get them on. Okay. Miss Natasha Ismail, business owner. I mean, get them on. That it's those calls. Invite them to but you got to promote it. This is an absolute tool in your arsenal. If this was the military, they would call this promoting. They would call it the Moab, the mother of all bombs. This This is that huge. You guys got to understand this. This here doesn't wipe out societies. This right here, promoting events, will wipe out you being locked down at a business, will wipe out you being working paycheck to paycheck. This will wipe out your financial disarray. This wipes out everything. So promote, practice, get with your upline, get with the sideline, get with your downline, but you need to practice. Okay. Here you go. You guys ever heard of FOMO or FOL, F-O-L? I like using FOMO. That's what, the Shark Tanks will use, and it's fear of missing out. FOL is fear of loss. Have you ever heard that? And here's what's crazy. People will do more for the fear of missing out than they will do for the for success. It's just the people we deal with. I don't know what it is. I'm telling somebody, like, man, Cord, man, Thursday night, you need to get on. The lady who's speaking, Miss Guerrero, she's going to be putting on an event tonight that has never happened before, and it will never happen again. What are you doing at 6? It's huge. We're not flatlining the church with comments like that, are we? All right. Don't give options until they said no chance. All right. Don't give options until they've said no chance. Then we start looking at customers. Who do they know? Okay. But try to get them on. Anybody heard of WIFM? WIIFM? WIIFM. What's in it for me? You guys ever deal with those people? What's in it for me? If I go to your thing, if I watch your Zoom on Thursday night, Tuesday night, what's in it for me? Now, that's huge, guys. But if you know their why, you know what they love about their job, you know what they hate about their job, that there will be your answers. Okay. Secret 12, recruit through, not to. Taprooting. Okay. So let me tell you a story. Here's how we taprooted somebody one time. So everybody here, let me look here. Everybody here, do you have people that seen the business and are kind of on the fence? I know I can name you 3 right now that I have personally over the last week and a half. Okay. That have seen the business and that are on the fence. Didn't say no, didn't say yes, on the fence. We all have it. So let's say tomorrow I meet with a guy or a girl or whatever. We show the business and they're like, I like this. I've been looking for something. I'm ready to get started. All right. Okay. So what's today? Today's at 6:30, 6:35. And today's the 18th. So I said, okay, great. What time tomorrow can we sit down with you and show you how all this works, show you how the money's made, and get you launched and get you going in your business? We want you making money right now. Because I know you like me, you want to make money now, you don't want to make money later, right? All right. So say they say, no, okay, I work till 5. I can be at the Starbucks by Sam Foster's house at 5:30. Okay, great. Tomorrow at 5:30. Those 3 guys that I have on the fence right now. Okay, hang up the phone with a young lady. She's starting tomorrow at 5:30. I get with the 3 individuals that seen the business are on the fence. Sam, I got your first business partner. They're coming in tomorrow, but you got to get started tonight. We don't have time to mess around. We'll just get you in the system and I'll put her underneath you. Sam says, my first business partner, let's do it then. I'm in. All right, cool. 1. I call the next guy or the next person, Miss Walker. Remember we talked about the business last week? Check this out. I got a young lady who's getting started tomorrow at 5:30, but we need to get you in the system tonight. Your first business partner, you in or out? My first business, I'm in. Okay, so Rose and I did that. Was it 5 apps, babe? 5 apps by doing that. 5 apps. And then tomorrow night, but we had to get you in now. Tomorrow night at 5:30, when young lady signed up, guess what? The last person we talked to that got started got a business partner. Like we said, we got your first business partner. We just stacked them. Boom, 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 boom. 5 apps out of that one person saying, I'm ready to get started. So know that those people are on that are on the fence. I'm saying you got to know who they are. And we got to want to recruit through, not to. Okay. Taproot. Now, secret 13, dangle the carrot. Create urgency of fear of loss. Okay. Everybody heard it. Why do they call us? Why do they call us and says, hey, this ends tonight. We got a special. Or the jewelry store at Sam sees us at the mall, jewelry store. Sale till Friday. And Valentine's Day is on Saturday. Or 2 days sale only. See, they use this as these words to get us into action. Okay? So we got to think like that. We need to get people into action. As I say, that's what pays us. But create that fear of life. If you don't get it now, you ain't never going to get it. So, how's this sound? Bob, we spoke about business last week. I just hung up with a really sharp, excited lady. Okay, this is part of the dangling the carrot that we talked about through the recruiting. So I was a little early on that. So I just want to quickly circle back to you, make sure you can offer, you can't refuse. I know you said you wanted to make more money, work around people, whatever their whys and their whys are, okay? And their why nots. So I need to make more money. I know you wanted to make more money. Okay, that's part of their why. Well, if you quickly fill out an application right now, I will put her under you. So I jumped the gun there on the recruiting, on taprooting. That's a process. So taprooting is getting back to that this is where I skipped it. I got ahead of myself is they got their list of 100, right? We all hand those out when we launch people. Just put everybody you know on this list. Who cares who they are? Everybody you know. Guys, I can't tell you how important it is to sit down with them and go through that. Because if you guys have that other list that talks about who cuts your hair, who does your toenails, who rubs your feet, who do you buy clothes from? All right. Do you know the gas station attendant where you get gas all the time? Do you know the owner? Where do you eat a lot? Who's your teacher? Who's your neighbors? They have that whole list of people. And that's why when you go through it and you taproot these people, make sure they get all those people on it. But go over it with them because you're going to help them remind. Like, oh, I don't know anybody. Like Sam tells me, I don't know anybody who cuts hair. Come on, Sam. When you had hair, who cut your hair? Oh, that was Billy down at the, you know somebody. But that's what happens. See, Dave understood that. I'm just kidding, guys. So when you go through the taprooting, make sure you do that. Go over that list with them because that is absolutely huge. Because guys, people will just. Everybody knows what the term half-ass is. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. I was working fire. I was like, dude, you're half-assing it. Let's go. And that was just before getting fired. So know that, guys. We've all heard this before. We've had this training. I know y'all know this training. We've had it before many times. But what pays you? Two things: business partners and customers. Anybody close to 200 points or over? Look at a lot of our team, and close to my team, it's close to 200 points and over. Here's what's crazy. We saw, and they preached this at Franco LaFranco's group, and his residual check was just stupid. But everybody on his team, see, and this is what I'm saying. What if you guys did the same and got everybody on your team to 50, and then do 75, then to 100, then to 125? When you got eventually, y'all made a goal and had it done before the New Year's, the New Year comes, and you got everybody to 200 points. What would that do to your residual check? I can tell you what 20% did to my residual check. You know, from 10 to 20%, your residuals double. If you cool making 10% of your money, I'm cool with that. This is your business. I'm telling you guys, you need to come with Rose and I and get to 20%. I'm telling you. And you teach your team to do that. My birthday's in January because I know y'all gonna want to buy me a birthday present, January 1st. Okay, so just get into action, get that going, because guys, it's out there for us. I mean, they put the comp down on paper. You do A, B, and C, you make this. Do A, B, and C. See, this is where it starts getting fun. Get with somebody else on here tonight that you know, that you hang out with or talk to, and do a competition. Let's see who can get the big, and don't put, who can make 500 bucks. No. Who can get the biggest check this month in bonus money? Because you know what happens with that? Your points go up, you get closer to 200, and you get bonuses. And then you make residual off all the customers. Guys, that's all I have tonight. I appreciate y'all. Now, tomorrow, they're going to have a good call tomorrow. Miss Tasha is going to be bringing the rain. Bring rain jackets and an umbrella because you're going to need it.
Hey, Mr. King,
Yes, sir.
what was number 9?
Number 9, pay attention. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, number 9 was feel, felt, found. Feel, felt, found.
I had it mixed in with number 8.
That's okay. I mean, I probably did that to you. But that's where you win friends and influence people, because you're listening to people. I know, hey, Sam, I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but here's what I found. All right. Anybody else? Oh, y'all got it. Guys, it was great seeing the family tonight. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys so much. Can't wait till we get to all hang out together. Hopefully soon. Miss Baker, you going to Tahoe? Oh, yeah. We'll get you up there.
Mr. King, I made a promise to myself. If I didn't have at least 100 or 120 customer points personal, then I don't deserve Lake Tahoe. So I'm trying really hard.
That'll work. I hope I know you'll get there. I've seen you in action, girl. You got it.
Yeah, so I've been pushing flyers, and now that everything's opening up, I'm gonna rent out the library on certain days. Hopefully I can get a Tuesday or Thursday, get a big crowd to come see you guys. So got some plans in the works.
Awesome. Great job, young lady. Great job. Well, we hope we see you up there. So tear it up, guys. Guys, God bless. Have a blessed night.